Now you gotta understand, I don't report stories like this much. My focus is on worldwide news from a nationalist perspective. Sometimes even a pseudo-ethno-nationalist perspective. Sometimes. But this has to do with the purchase of WhatsApp by the Facebook company by Mark Zuckerberg. Now, before we begin, I'd like to quickly say, Mark Zuckerberg gives me the creeps. It's like, the dude's not normal, okay? He's not. He's like an alien of some sort, trying to approximate human behavior and failing. Just looking at his face sometimes, I just feel uncomfortable. The cold blank expression, just... But, just like, WhatsApp was all about, being anti-ad, anti-data mining, and then WhatsApp gets bought out by Facebook, and then they completely take it in the opposite direction. Because if it would make them a buck, they would do it. Probably even prostitution, who knows? Imagine that, Facebook prostitution. But, people are leaving Facebook in droves due to the ad scandals and various other things going on within the company. There seems to be a disconnect in many people's minds. People don't realize that Snapchat is a Facebook-owned company, so it's data mining you as well. It just makes them a lot of money, which is why they will gladly violate your privacy to make a little extra money. Money that they obviously don't need, since they're basically a monopoly with government subsidies through Silicon Valley. Needless to say, the CEO of WhatsApp, let's see if I can find his name here for you. Where in the article was that name? Let's see. Where was that name? Screw it. I'll use a search engine. Where is his name? Former CEO of WhatsApp. Instead of searching and scouring through the article, I'd memorize most of the points except for the guy's name. God, why am I so bad at remembering names? Screw it. But yeah, basically the guy was anti-ad mining, anti-data mining, and now he's just walking because of this debacle. Mind you, I'm not one of the ones who can really leave Facebook. I have a very tight-knit family network of communication with my family members, and it's largely through Facebook and use of cell phones. Plus, I know some people who are very important to me there that I don't know if they have a presence anywhere else. So I cannot afford to get rid of it completely. I can limit its use to the bare minimum, of course, which I generally do. I really only go on there if I plan on talking to someone or if they want to talk to me. And I do use Twitter for publicity purposes, which is good. It works. Plus a little bit of activism. Just a little sprinkle. Bottom line is, though, yeah, here we go again with this crap, and people are starting to get pissed off. Now WhatsApp users are starting to adopt competing platforms. And these competing platforms obviously doing similar things to WhatsApp, which is a communication thing. Oh, there's his name, Brian Action. Or no, Acton. I thought it was Action. But he gave an interview to Forbes lashing out at Zuckerberg and his sidekick CEO Sheryl Sandberg. Yeah. Now users are threatening to delete their WhatsApp accounts and switch to a rival service such as Telegram or Signal. Signal. Some of these names do not seem particularly inventive. But anyway, there you go. That's your latest tech news. I just kind of saw that going down my sources and thought, that sounded interesting. But really, this is not the kind of typical story I'd report on, but I think it's important to acknowledge that people are getting fed up with Facebook, and pretty soon that monopoly is going to fall apart. Hell, even neoliberal Democrats like Bernie Sanders and a few others are starting to say, well, Bernie's like, hey, this Facebook thing, it's starting to kind of sell data and violate people's privacy. Maybe we should break up this monopoly. And Nancy Pelosi is largely in agreement with him, so, that's going to be a thing soon, I'm sure. Needless to say, the Facebook empire is falling away. I should probably find an alternative for friends and family. Sooner rather than later. Anyway,